Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Sumedha Sengupta and it's been a long time since I've shot something of a long video kind. So this video is gonna be all about what are the things that you should try out after you turn 18, that is after you turn into an adult. This video is also gonna be including the aftercare of your piercings or your tattoos so that it gets better for anybody out there who's planning to get these. So let's begin with the video. Starting off, the number one thing, as I've already mentioned, is piercing. And I recently got a piercing 1.5 months back, and this is what it looks like. This has honestly been my favorite part of myself, and I love it so much. It's so pretty, and I got it from Mumbai, from the Phoenix Mall, and it had been a great experience. So the few points that I would suggest for you to take care of is, number one, make sure that they are using gloves while they are preparing for your piercing. Number two is that they should open the needle in front of you through which they are doing the piercings. Now when I'm talking about needle or gunshot, which is better, which is not, needle is more expensive than gunshot, which means it is more accurate in its work. But obviously if you want to go for gunshot, that's your call. And the biggest thing is that if you're getting something on the helix or somewhere here, because my ears are very thick, so for gunshot it would have been a lot of problem because of the thick earlobe. It would have caused more hurt, I don't know. And also because from here the cartilage starts, so I've just done just below the cartilage, and it is not necessary for everyone's second piercing. It's just that for my case, my first piercing was misplaced, so it's a little bit above from the place it's supposed to be, which is why my second piercing had to move to the place where the third piercing is done. Okay, so for the precision of that, we chose needle over gunshot, but obviously according to your type and everything, you can choose. But if you ask me, I would obviously suggest a needle. It doesn't really have that risk of affecting your nerve, so I feel a needle is much better of a choice. The second point is that whatever stud you're choosing for your second piercing, make sure it's small, okay? Because if some of us go for the bigger ones and sometimes it looks so clumsy, I think to begin off you should go for something small, because whatever they are providing you with, that jewelry is what you have to wear for the next 1.5 month. And so make sure to choose the correct one. Whatever designs they are showing, choose something which will be appropriate with any dress you wear, because you will not get a chance to remove it for the next 3 weeks or so. So make sure you choose something small and delicate so that it goes on with any outfit and any different earring on your first tag. Third point being, I would really strongly suggest you not to go for artificial jewelry as they give you there, and if possible carry your own gold jewelry. Because, little story time, what happened in my case was that I chose their artificial jewelry and I'm very sensitive skinned. So what happened is that those artificial jewelry, since I had to wear it for not few hours or few days but few weeks, it had actually been embedded into my ear. And yes, the bleeding is normal, the inflammation is normal, but the earring getting embedded inside your ear like this is not normal. So that's when we decided to look for a doctor, and then he had to push that earring outside, which created severe pain and severe blood loss for my case. And then I had to insert a neem stick so that, as it's antiseptic, it can heal the earring from within and I could wear something else again. And that is when we had to go and buy these earrings from Anjali Jewelers. Now for my case, my earrings are of the madrasi patch style. I think a lot of you have seen this kind of earrings on the internet. Make sure to buy this, because even though your first piercing has a normal hook on the back, but the second piercing, if it's like these, it's gonna hurt a lot. So make sure to buy these kinds of earrings so that it's better for you to carry all the time. And mine one is a diamond. You can buy a gold as well. Actually, this is all about when you wear gold in your freshly done piercing, it would heal it from inside, because gold has antiseptic properties. So it did heal my septic ear as well, and I would suggest that for you guys as well. So the next point is that About the bleeding, I think yes, it is supposed to bleed, and for some people it just bleeds a lot, for some people it doesn't bleed at all. So that depends on your type. I really cannot really prescribe a similar thing for everyone in this case. But yeah, make sure to clean that piercing every time, and it's very important for you to take care of it. So with that being said, let us give some pro tips, which I wish I knew when I did my piercing, and I think these will help you a lot. So firstly, when your piercing is just done, avoid using any kind of soap, any kind of shampoo, any kind of water to be affected on these, because it's very on a very crucial stage when it's just pierced. And there's a method at which you should know how to handle your piercing. That is that when you clean it, you should first take a bamboo tissue. I'm saying bamboo tissue is because it's more hygienic than the normal ones. Use bamboo tissue, and then wet it like this, and then fold it into small piece, and then slowly clean the blood which is around your ears, and you will be good to go. Also use medicines like tea bat, which helps to dry it. And if possible, for the dressing of the inner part of your ears after 3 to 4 weeks, what you should do is take a neem stick, put it inside your tea bag tube, and then with that medicine on the neem stick, you put it inside your ear hole for a few days, or if possible a week, and then I think slowly it will heal a lot. So in my case, what happened was that I had to go for a trip to Goa just after I freshly pierced, which is why my ear was not fully healed before I jumped into the swimming pool, and the chlorinated water was affecting my ears and everything. So make sure that you don't do that. Also, I've been hearing on the internet that using aeroplane pillows, that shoulder pillows which we use during our flights, is very crucial, so that you can sleep on one side of your ear and this part just goes into the hole of those shoulder pillows. So maybe you can go for that as well. For my case, I just had to sleep in an uptight position, and every day morning I used to wake up on one side of my ear, and that side used to bleed. So I think that's normal, but it all heals. Although I feel piercing takes a lot more days healing than your tattoo. So I think piercing needs a lot more care, especially when you're doing on helix. I think needs a lot more care. Speaking about for me, from where I got the inspiration, from my mom, and I just wanted to twin with her, that's all. It had been a dream for a really long time to get a piercing, and it's finally here. Also, if you ask me if I would get a piercing once again, then I feel I, as of now, would not get any piercings anymore. But I feel those Bugatti piercings look so cool. Damn, I would really love to get it sometime soon. I don't know. But yeah, as of the helix part, no, I won't get any more piercings. Hopefully, I don't know if I change my mind ever again. But as of now, yeah, the Bugatti is still on the list, by the way. Speaking about the thing number 2 in my list is tattoos. So I got my first tattoo, that is yin yang, this one, as you can see, um, about a week back, and I feel this is the craziest and the best thing I've ever done to myself. And this has been a dream from a really long time, since 2019, so you can understand how early I'm talking about. Speaking about yin yang, I feel yin yang brings balance into your life, and not gonna lie, my biggest reason of getting a yin yang was a tribute to Bruce Lee, and he has been my biggest constant in life since it's been 10 years since I've been his fan, and I've never felt better, and nobody has ever motivated me so much. And he has been the biggest inspiration in my life through the worst of worst times, and I felt it was very important to pay a tribute to him on this day. So I got a tattoo of the symbol of yin yang on his memory. And also I feel yin yang is a very beautiful symbol. It's a Chinese symbol which tells you that the good and bad are both part and parcels of your life, and one is not complete without the other. And when both of them comes together, that's when life is created. I think it's a very beautiful message. Also, the white part in the black half of yin yang actually describes the hope in your life which you should have in your tough times. And also the black part in the white part actually describes how much hard work and struggle you have to go through in order to make that side of your life so bright. So I feel altogether yin yang is a very special message to me, and I would love to remind myself through my tattoo that I had to get this one as my first tattoo. Speaking about tattoos, I feel since I did it over here, which is not directly on top of a bone, but it is, of course, this part is a bone. So this, I won't say did not hurt, but it does not hurt as much as we expect it to. I mean, of course, we have this fear in our mind that it's gonna hurt a lot, and of course some of the influencers out there on the internet, they show so much of emotions during getting their first tattoo that you would feel, oh my god, they are going through so much pain. But trust me, it does not hurt that much. Obviously a little bit tingling sensation you will feel during your tattoos, but I feel it's really worth it. The point number 2 is that please get a tattoo which means something to you, because first tattoos are like first love, which you will never ever forget. And make sure it's very important and sentimentally attached to you, and it would remain attached to you for the longest time of your life, because this is not going anywhere, right? This is a permanent tattoo and you're carrying it forever. So make sure it's something that has stuck with you for a long time. Like for me, I had posted this on my Instagram in 2021, and you can feel that how back it was, since I had a plan of getting a yin yang on my hand in the same place. And I feel that it's very important for you to also have a planning, so that you can really come to a conclusion which one is the first tattoo you really want to get. And I think that's very important for you. This is the aftercare of a tattoo. Well, I feel for tattooing, it's very important for you to make sure that the ink which is being used is very good, because that ink is going to be injected inside your body and it's not going to go anywhere. And if it's of a bad quality, then you will get more blood, you will get more pus from your skin. As in, for me, I did not get any blood or pus. It was just a little bit of the extra ink coming out in form of liquid, and I feel that's normal. For my case, what I did was I used some cling wrap to wrap it around after the tattoo was just done. That is what they did to me. And after that, when we came home, I used some soap foam. You can use of any company. I use it from Synthol. This is the one which I use. And you can just apply some soap foam and then just wash it away. And do not put any kind of water on it or soap on it or any moisturizer, fragrance, anything on your tattoo for at least a week, so that it can heal completely. And every day when you go out and when you come in touch with dust, since it's a freshly wounded place, you should wrap it around with a clear wrap. Also, you would see the skin coming off at times, and that's not something to be scared about. The extra would just come out and then you will have your permanent thing. And in the initial days, the tattoo would be much more darker compared to the later ones. It would just fade off, and at a point it will get permanent. This one is also inspired by mom, because my mom has a very pretty tattoo, as I already said, and I just wanted to get it from her. And also make sure you get your tattoo in a place where you do not face problems later on for your career or anything, so that you can carry it. The third point is you should learn driving, whether it's two-wheeler or four-wheeler. I mean, go for it, because nowadays it's very important for girls to have the ability to drive their own vehicles, and in that way we are much more safer, and it's much better of an option than to travel on public transport. And I feel I have been learning driving since the past 1 week. It's been 10 days now, and I feel it's been one of the most beautiful experiences ever, and I'm enjoying it so much. And it's been so much of fun. So you guys should definitely do that after you turn 18. To get your own driving license is very important, whether or not you buy your own car right now or whenever, or if you don't have a car at your home at all, just like learn driving, so that later on when you buy your own car, you have some kind of driving skills. And then of course you can go for another 21-day session for your driving again, so that it gets revised. But once you learn it at an early age, it would stay with you for the longest time of your life. So I feel that's very important to learn early. The next point is that get a full-blown makeover, and when I mean makeover, I mean turning her into her. Okay, so this is how crazy makeover I am talking about, and it's very important for you, trust me, to rejuvenate yourself and find a new version of yourself, because the later half of your life, now that you're gonna be going to college and everything, it's gonna be very different from what it has been in school life. So I feel it's very important for us to get a makeover, not only for our faces but also for our minds. And for me, the freshness of my mind comes from a haircut. And of course, all of you know how much obsessed I am with spectacles. Like, these are the number of spectacles I change in a year. So it has also been a very interesting journey. Also, if you have noticed, I've never tried out rimless spectacles before, and I think this one looks so crazy good on me, so I had to buy this. And the other one looks like this, which I feel is so funky and so cool. And yeah, those were my ways of makeovering myself, turning myself into someone else, and I feel I succeeded in that. The next point is pick up a hobby, and I mean you should do something which makes your heart feel nice. Like maybe you can journal, maybe you can draw mandalas like I did, and you can pick up any kind of hobby. Maybe you can start guitar, you can start singing, you can start dancing, do whatever your heart desires. And that is a very important point for you to be happy, and because this is the only free time that we get, and after that college starts. So these 1.5 months, 2 months are very important for us, as in terms of being ourselves and finding ourselves and also building ourselves. So guys, I feel that's all for this video. I hope it helped. I hope I could give you certain lessons on to how to take care of your tattoo and piercing, as well as I had already promised, and so many of you wanted such a video, so it's finally here. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll meet you in my next video. Until then, bye bye, take love. Make sure to like, share and subscribe.